Hi everyone, welcome to this Pilates practice. Happy New Year to you all. Can you believe we're now moved on into the next year? Goodness, time does fly. Gone with a blink of an eye, isn't it? So today's Pilates practice is just going to be a general all-round workout, coming back after the Christmas period and getting ourselves back into the swing of things. So obviously my name's Debbie. For those that are new, if you don't know me, my name's Debbie and I'm going to be taking you through this practice today. If you are new to the practice, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Every breath in, we hold our core, and every breath out, we squeeze the core tighter. So quite good, we're pulling our core, we're strengthening our core, helping to support our spine. It's actually really nice when you're out walking or if you're doing things to be sort of mindful of your core and as you're pulling it. If you're walking along and if you're doing this and holding your core as you're walking, you'll find you start to walk taller as well. So that's really good for the spine. So anyway, all you new people out there, welcome, and for those, I can see a few faces here, we've got a few new people, people that join me all the time, regulars I should call you. So hi to you guys and Happy New Year again to you all. So we're going to start by laying down and just having a little bit of mindfulness of ourselves, checking in with our bodies before we start our practice. I like to do this through our classes. I think it's a good way to start. So you can come down from your side and roll onto your back. If you have low pressure, it's advisable to come down from your left. Or you can come down with me from a seated position. We don't just drop back, we C-curve. We protect our spine and we C-curve down. And when we get to a point maybe that you can't hold that with your core, you take behind your legs and you use your thighs for support to come down. Don't just drop. So we do this with a breath. So sitting nice and tall, feet are hip width apart and they're firmly flat on the mat beneath you. We take our arms out in front. We take a big breath in and we pull in our core. And as we're breathing out, holding that core, squeezing that core, we start to C-curve down, just one vertebrae at a time, gently and slowly, all the way to the floor. When you reach the floor, allow yourself to just relax, wherever that might be. You might want to take your legs long. You might want to take your feet mat width apart and lock your knees in if you have lower spine issues. And just lay yourself where you feel comfortable and just drop down there for a moment. And start to allow yourself to release and sink into the mat. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Relaxing your body, sinking it into the mat. Slowing your breath. Start to become mindful of your whole body. So we're going to start with our toes. Just give them a little wriggle there. Maybe circle your feet a little bit. And then lift your right leg, drop it down. Lift the left leg, drop it down. Wiggle your hips. Allow them to stop. And then just moving your shoulders back and forwards, squeezing your hands, your fingers, lifting the arms, lift the right arm, let it drop, lift the left arm, let it drop. And then just rock your head gently from side to side, releasing out your neck. And then come back to centre and allow yourself to sink a little bit deeper. Body should be nice and still, relaxed. Any areas that you feel are tense or not softening down, just breathe into them, ask them to relax. And then do a gentle scan from the tips of the toes, over your legs, around your core area, the lower core, the mid-core, and your chest. How's it all feeling today? Check your spine, and the mid-bottom of the spine, the middle, and the upper spine. How's it feeling? Your hands and your arms, scroll over them. Scanning your shoulders, your neck and your head. Closing your eyes down, let your facial muscles relax. Your mouth, your cheekbones, your eyelids and your forehead. Everything's soft. And rested. Preparing yourself for the practice ahead. And just start to wriggle your fingers and your toes. Again, moving your head from side to side, releasing your neck. And then when you are ready, bringing your feet up so that they are mat width apart and your knees are locked in together. You may already be in that point. If not, we're going to join you now. Taking your hands away from your body into a T shape, so they are all in one long line, T shape. And then parting the knees. Take a breath in, pull in your core, and as you breathe out, gently holding that core, drop your legs over to the left hand side. Come to your point of comfort, release the core, and again breathe into any tense areas and ask them to soften. It might be your lower spine, it might be your glutes, it might be the thighs that are tight. Just breathe into them. Everything's softened down. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Not holding the core at this point, it's relaxed. Now breathe in, pulling in the core. At the same time, bring your legs to centre, reaching the top, breathing out, holding the core tight. Don't let the core go. Breathe in, pull the core tighter. And as we breathe out, we hold that core and we drop the legs over to the right hand side. Get to your point of comfort and release. Release the core, release everything else. Let it soften down. Breathing into tense areas. It might be your hips, again it might be the lower spine, it might be your glutes. Ask them to soften. Releasing the facial muscles, releasing the shoulders, no tenseness. Breathing in, pulling in the core. At the same time, bring your legs to centre, reaching centre, breathing out, holding the core. Release the core. And you release the core now. So taking our feet so they're hip width apart, we're just going to bring in our knees towards us one by one. So breathing in, pulling in your core. And as you breathe out, lift your right leg and just squeeze it gently towards you, holding around the calf. Hold the core tight, don't let it go. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Core being held tight. And release that leg back down. Okay, breathing in, pull that core tighter. And as we breathe out, holding the core tight, we squeeze the left leg in towards us, holding around the calf. Holding it there, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Releasing that leg down. And we're going to take both legs, so if you find that you can't hold them with your core, as you lift them, take behind the thighs and use the hands for support. So breathing in, pulling in the core. And as you breathe out, hold the core tight and draw those legs towards you, both legs, around both calves, pulling them in. Holding the core tight, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. And gently release down, holding your core, just circle your legs, holding onto the knees, just circle them one way. Just releasing out the lower spine here. And then reverse that in the opposite direction, but keep holding the core. Don't let the core go. Taking the feet down. Okay, fabulous. You're going to take yourself over onto your side, come over onto your left, and then push yourself up and bring yourself round onto all fours. Okay, so we're going to come onto a nice all fours. We've got a nice flat back. We're on all four position here. So we're going to do our cat-cow. Now you can do the classic one, which is you breathing in, lifting up, and as you breathe out, you squeeze the core and you push yourself up. If you want to come with me, I'm going to do it through my spine, so I'm going to rotate or roll the spine, I should say. So I'm going to breathe in, I'm pushing back, breathing in, holding my spine, pushing up, and then as I breathe out, I'm going to roll my spine back, and I'm going to come up into my curl there, squeezing my glutes, squeezing my core, breathing in as we go up, breathing out as we roll down. Do that with your breath, rolling your spine, just gently waking the spine up, just manipulating it. That's breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Squeeze, really push up and squeeze, and then come back to your flat back position again. So we're a nice flat back. We've got our knees at a right angle. We're going to take our right leg up. We're going to take it so that the calf, and the front of the thigh, is in line with the mat. So it's not low down. We're going to try and take it at a nice height here. Okay, you might get, like you can see, I've got like a slight curve to my spine. A lot of people have a natural curve, don't worry that. We're not going to try and keep a flat back here. We've got our hands pushed firmly into the mat with our fingers. And we're going to do some kick-ups here. So we're working our thigh here. So it's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding it there. We're working our glutes nicely here. We're working our thighs. We're coming in. We're kicking the legs straight. It's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keeping that core tight. Bring the leg back down. Okay. Just do a couple more cat-cows to release the spine. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth, squeezing the core as you do. And then we'll take the kicks onto the other side. Sorry, I forgot a hair elastic today, so... No, actually, I've got one over there. I'll put my hair up in a second. So we're taking up our right leg now. So again, bringing it up so that it's in line, the thigh's in line with the mat beneath you. It's not dropped down. We've got a nice, like, flat line on our thigh. And we're going to, actually no, we're going to kick up first. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to go out and in. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, keeping the core pulled in, 2, and 1. And bring that leg back down. Taking your knees as wide as the mat, lock your toes together, breathing in. And as we breathe out, we come down into what's known as child's pose. Okay, this is your resting pose. You can take this throughout any practice if you need to be restful. Before you just let yourself relax down, try and pull away with your fingertips and feel the stretch across the shoulders here, and then release down. So you can take your arms here, you can have them down by your side, or you can take them gently onto your lower spine. Breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the mouth. The core can be released here. You don't need to be holding your core at this point. If that's too much with the legs wide, you can take your legs together and come down here as well. Keep breathing gently. And then bringing yourself up, sitting onto your knees. So from here, we're just going to work our feet a little bit, because a lot of the time we don't use our feet and our toes. So just curling your toes under and coming back and sitting down, pushing onto the toes there, allowing the toes to open and out, allow the bottom of the feet to be stretched. Just sitting there. I know some people it's not comfortable, so if it's not, just drop back down. We're just sitting there. We're going to work the feet just a little bit, just holding them there. Breathing in through the nose, pull the core tight. Breathing out through the mouth, hold that core. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Can you feel the core, the lower muscles really being squeezed here? Okay, taking the fingertips next to your knees, push your knees off of the floor. Bring your fingertips closer, pushing up so that your feet are now flat on the floor. Making sure you're nice and comfortable there, and allow yourself to hang. If you want to bend your knees so that your chest is comfortable towards your thighs, then do so. You can just hang like a rag doll there if you wish, holding your opposite elbows, maybe want to give yourself a little rock from side to side. Whatever's good for you, and just hold it there for one moment. I'm going to start with some classic roll up, roll downs to keep manipulating our spine, keep it rolling. So taking the hands to the floor now, wherever you may be. If that's up here, not to worry. Breathing in, pulling that core, and as you breathe out, you roll yourself up gently, hands to the front of your legs. You'll find your lower spine will lift, your mid spine, your upper spine. Your shoulders go back and down, your neck, and then finally your head lifts. Okay, so each time you breathe in and breathe out, you hold the core, holding that core all the time, supporting our spine. We're squeezing our glutes as well. That will also help the lower spine. So shoulders back and down, standing tall. Breathing in, pulling that core. And as you breathe out, you drop your chin to chest, keeping the core pulled tight. They come down, the neck comes down, shoulders come forward. And then you start to roll your hands down the front of your legs, your upper spine, your lower and your mid spine. All the time, breathing in and out, holding your core, squeezing your glutes, squeeze everything tightly. You come down to your point of comfort and you hang. You hold it there, keep holding that core as tight as you can, breathing in, and as you breathe out, squeezing the core, squeeze the glutes. Squeeze yourself up, gently, gently, one vertebrae, the lower, the mid and the upper spine, coming up slowly, holding your core, in through the nose, out through the mouth, shoulders back and down, neck, and finally your head lifts. Let's do that again, breathing in, pulling in the core, breathing out, core tight, chin to chest, down you go, shoulders come forward, hands to the front of your legs, you're squeezing everything tight, squeeze your glutes, hold the core. Don't hold your breath, you breathe in through the nose, you breathe out through the mouth, you get to your point of comfort and you hang. Let's come rolling back up, and we're breathing in through the mouth, nose, breathing out through the mouth as you rise yourself up all the way to the top again. Slow as you can, one vertebra at a time. Let's really roll that spine, shoulders, neck, and head. Fabulous, guys. How are you feeling? Right, okay. So, didn't say at the beginning of the practice, but if you've got any hand weights, we're going to do a little bit of arm work. I'll do a little bit of general of everything today. If you haven't got hand weights, that's absolutely fine. You're just going to clench your fists and you're going to make a real strong fist, and when we're moving, you're holding those fists tight, not flimpy arms, nice firm fists. Or if you've got water bottles, I've often said that before, you can have a water bottle and hold them, but make sure they have got water in. So we're going to stand, we're going to take our feet wider than hip width, and you're going to have a slight bend in the knees, so don't lock the knees out, a little gentle bend. You're going to keep that core pulled in tight with every breath that you do, shoulders back and down, breathing in, pulling in that core, and as you breathe out, hold the core tight, take the arms out so that they're shoulder width height. Okay, not up here, not down low, try and get them shoulder height. And then we're going to do our circles forward. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Squeezing those fists if you don't have weights. Hold that core tight, breathing in through the nose and breathing out from the mouth. Don't forget, squeezing the core. Let's reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holding it there. We're going to reverse, so we've got our palms facing upwards. Got your fists squeezed tight if you haven't got weights. And you're going to come up for 8, 7, 6, 5. Holding that core tight. Squeeze the glutes if necessary. 2, and 1. Coming down, taking the palms down. Going to come down and up to shoulder height. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the arms out in front. We're going to scissor the arms, so the left arm is going to go down, the right arm is coming up. Come back to centre and reverse. So the right arm goes down and the left arm goes up. 7, 7. Keep the core tight. 6, 6. Squeezing the glutes. 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, and 1. Coming back together, taking the arms so that they're now bent at the elbows, and we've got our fists facing towards us. If you've got fists squeezed or whether you're holding weights, we're going to do what is called our MAC. So we're going to bring the arms together and open them. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking the arms down. Amazing. Roll your arms gently. Now we're going to do some kickbacks. So you're going to come forward. You're going to a nice sort of flat back here. We've got our arms up. We're going to take our right arm up and in. What we was doing, but we're doing it now with our back. Some people can come down. If you want to come down onto all fours and take it from here, then you do that, okay? So standing, got a nice firm position, got a nice flat back. We're going to start with our right arms. We've got 8, 7, keep the core pulled in. 6, squeeze the glutes. 5, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Last one, coming down. Let's take that on the left hand side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back, we're going to go down, up, and back. Down, up, and back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one. Okay, great. Let's take that on the left hand side. So we're down and back. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one, kicking back, bend into the knees, holding the core tight, roll yourself up gently, roll those shoulders back and down, and placing your hand weights. Well, actually place them to one side because we can use them later when we do some sit-ups. So that's really good. Fabulous, guys. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to do some plank work. So we're taking ourselves to the top of the mat, feet hip width apart, shoulders back and down, breathing in, pulling in the core, breathing out, chin to chest. Let's bring ourselves down, one vertebrae at a time, all the way to the floor. Coming down. This time if you need to bend your knees, do so, holding your core tight, walking yourself out and bringing yourself down. So we're going to do plank, as I said. So we can do it, we'll start on our forearm plank. So we're taking our hands, we can clench our fingers together. You can take them down in front of you, whatever you feel is most comfortable. I like to squeeze mine together. We're taking our right leg out, we're taking our left leg out, and we're doing a nice long line in a plank. And we're going to hold it here for 8, keep the core pulled in, 7, squeeze the glutes, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring the arms down. Now, the next one we're going to take, we're going to come up onto our full plank here, stretched arms. You can start forearm if that's better for you. So we're going to take it from here, pulling in our core, nice long line, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking the knees down. Just push yourself back gently, child's pose squeeze, and then come back up. So, do it on our forearms. So we come back to our forearm plank. We're going to open ourselves out, and we're going to come back down. We're going to turn to the other side and open ourselves out. Okay, so did you all get that? So forearm plank, fingers together or apart. Probably for this one we need our hands separated maybe because we're going to be moving across. So taking our plank here, we're going to turn our feet one way and we're going to take our arms up. And if it's too much, bring the bottom leg down. Okay, holding it there. Bring yourself back round. Let's take ourselves over onto the other side. So that's 8. Keep the core pulled in. 7, 6, 6. We can do this, guys. 5, keep the core pulled in. 5, 4, 4, 3, 2, 2. Oh no, that's 2, 2, and our last one, 1. Last one on the left arm up, right arm up. I think that was, God knows, and then come back and take yourself back. A little stretch in child's pose, and bringing yourselves back up again. So. Hopefully your heart rate's getting up and you're getting warmer now. Make sure that you do keep squeezing those glutes while we're working and pulling that core because we're doing quite a bit of spinal work here. So this time we're coming back on our forearm and we're coming up. We're going to come up and then you're going to take the arm under. Okay? So let's all start that together. So we've got our forearm plank, got our core pulled in nice and firmly into our mat. We're breathing in, and as we breathe out we lift up, and then breathing in, breathing out. 6, 5, 3, 2, and 1. Bring yourselves back. A little stretch. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Back to forearm plank. Let's take that on the other side. So we're going to take that on our left hand side now. So when you're ready, we're going to go up and under. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one, coming back to your forearm plank, holding it there for 8, pulling in the core, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Onto your knees. Take your knees wide, toes together. Drop yourself down for your child's pose. Fingertips. Stretch the shoulders and then release into your favourite position. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Amazing. How are you feeling? Quite a lot of work, isn't it? Making ourselves in January. Got to keep ourselves going. So coming back to all fours, we're going to do our Superman here. So it'll be our right arm out and our left leg. Okay, if that's too much for you, just keep with the right arm. So breathing in, pulling in the core. As we breathe out, we push our right arm away and our left leg away. And we hold it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back down. Take that on the opposite side. Breathing in, pulling in that core. And as we breathe out, we're holding that core tight. We're squeezing our left arm away and our right leg, and we're holding it here. Keep the core tight, keep the glutes squeezed. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And coming back down. We're going to do the same again on the right hand side. We're going to take elbow to knee. If that's, again, if you've just got the right arm, just do it from there. So taking our right arm out, our left leg, breathing in, and as we breathe out, we take elbow to knee for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one, hold it out there, coming back down. Take that on the other side, breathing in, as you breathe out, you've got your right arm, your left arm, your right leg, breathing in, breathing out, elbow to knee, 8, 7, core tight, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one, taking it out, coming back down. Okay, bring yourselves round to a seated position. We're going to do a little bit of stretch. We're going to do some core work, and then we'll do some relaxation. So sitting yourself nice and tall. You might want to pull your cheek butts away, shoulders back and down. We're going to bring ourselves into a forward fold. So we've got nice flexed feet. Breathing in, pulling in our core. And as we breathe out, we're going to lower ourselves down. And we're just going to hang, okay? We're bringing our chest towards our knees. We're bringing ourselves forward in a straight line, and our spine is not going to be dropped down. It's coming forward. You can feel it. You can use your feet to help you to bring yourself down. Every breath in, you release up. Every breath out, you lower yourself back down. You probably need to release the core here as well. I doubt if you're going to be able to hold it. If you can hold it a tiny bit, that's good. You're coming down.
to your point of comfort and hold it there. And then bringing yourself up.
So you can come down onto your side. If you're coming down from your side, come down from your left, or come down with me again from a seated position. Making sure you've got your hand weights close by, or water bottles, or if you're just going to be using your fists, then that's great. So breathing in, pulling in your core, and as we breathe out, let's curve ourselves down, holding that core tight all the way to the floor. Okay, so we're going to do some sit-ups here. We're going to be working our core. So we're going to take hold of our hand weights, okay, or you're going to be doing it with clenched fists, whatever works best for you, and you're going to start to bring yourself up. So if it means that you're only coming to here, don't worry about it. So long as you're pulling that core tight, that's all you need to do. And if you're coming with me, you can have your legs long, or you can have your feet on the mat. I like the classic leg long. Entirely, again, your choice. So breathing in, pulling in that core, and as you breathe out, you gently roll yourself up. One vertebrae, don't snatch yourself up. Come up slowly for 8, 7, 6. Doing it slow, guys, we're not rushing it. 5, 4, 3, 2. You've got one more to go. Keep that core really tight. You roll yourself up, and then gently rolling yourself back down. Taking the arms overhead, you can still hold on to your weights, you can put them down, you can clench your fists, whatever's good for you. We're going to do some scissor of our arms again. So we're going to breathe in, pull in that core, and as we breathe out, let's just part the arms. So one goes up, one comes down, back together, arms down again, and back. So we're doing our scissor of our arms, holding our core tight. 5, 3, and the last one here, bringing the arms together, taking the weights over to one side, and then we're going to work on our legs. So bring our feet so they are mat width, hip width apart, firmly flat on the mat. We're going to take our right leg up, we're going to bring it towards us, and we're going to circle it away. So that's 8, holding that core, 7, keeping the core pulled tight, keep breathing, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing that leg back down, taking the left leg away, breathing in. As you breathe out, you push it away. 8, 7, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking that leg down. Okay, taking your right leg up, taking it across your left leg. Taking your arms out into a T shape, breathing in. And as you breathe out, holding that core tight, you drop the legs over to the left-hand side. Stretch out there. Keep the core in, don't let the core go. Keep the core tight. Bringing the legs back up, core tight. Breathing out, parting the legs again. Holding that core, taking the right leg over the left. Breathing in, pull that core real tight. And as you breathe out, drop the legs over to the right hand side. Holding the core tight here. Dropping the legs over. Squeeze the core, squeeze the glutes. Holding it there. Coming back to centre. Okay, so now we're going to take our legs up so that they're tabletop position, so the calves are in line with the mat. And you're just going to do some little window wipers, keeping the core tight. Just come to your point of comfort. Okay, if that's just small movements here, that's absolutely fine. Keeping the core tight, keep the glutes squeezed. Breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the mouth as you drop them to the side. Breathing in through the nose as you lift. Breathing out through the mouth as you drop to the side. Coming back to centre, taking hold of the calves and squeezing the legs towards you, squeezing that core tight, squeeze everything tight, squeeze. And then if you can, we're going to go into happy baby pose. So you might just want to take, you're going to take our feet so they're facing the ceiling. You might just want to hold around your calves here. You might just want to hold around the tops of your thighs. You can take the outside of your feet. You can take the inside of your feet, whichever is best for you. And then you draw the knees down towards your armpits. Okay, so we've got a nice stretch going on here. Some people like to do a rock from side to side. Again, it's your choice. It's just a little massage for the spine. Don't have to do this. Your practice, your workout. Coming to centre. Taking the legs down. Taking the legs long and give yourself a full body stretch. If you've got lower spine issues, do your stretch with your feet mat width and your knees locked in, so that is squeezing everything here but pushing away with your arms. Or you've got a long stretch here, so breathing in, pulling in your core, and as you breathe out, you push the spine down into the mat, you push away with the fingers and the toes. Feel that stretch all the way through your body. Stretch, stretch, and release down. Let's do that again. Breathing in, pulling in the core. And as you breathe out through the mouth, stretch away. Stretch that spine. Really stretch. You want to flex your feet maybe here. And stretch away. And then release back down again. Fabulous, guys. Okay. We're going to go into some final relaxation. So get yourself comfortable if you want to do any more like moving around or any more stretching before you do so. Get yourself comfortable. You might want to put some layers on. Whatever's good for you, guys. Getting yourself comfortable. So we've got our feet dropped out to the one side. We've got our hands, palms facing up, just away from our body. Breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the mouth. Releasing all 10 toes. Let them relax. The soles of your feet, the tops of your feet, your ankles, the calves, the front of the calves, the back of the calves, the front of the knees, the back of the knees, front of the thigh, back of the thigh, both legs relaxed. Relax your glutes, your pelvis, your lower spine, your lower core muscles, let them go now, they've worked hard. Release your mid-spine and your belly, your upper spine and your chest. All 10 fingers, backs of the hands, the palms of the hands, your wrists, front of the lower arms, back of the lower arms, front of the elbows, back of the elbows, front of the upper arm, back of the upper arm, both arms released. Let the shoulders go. Release your neck. And finally, your head. Feel the weight of that head as it rests down onto the mat beneath. And start to relax all your facial muscles. Release your jaw.
Maybe remove the tongue from the roof of your mouth, perhaps parting your lips. Release the cheekbones, releasing your eyes, your eyelids, your eyebrows, your forehead, and finally the top of your head. Every part of your body released and relaxed into the mat beneath you. Allow your body to sink down, thanking it for the practice that it has just done. Releasing any tension. Breathe into those areas, ask them to be soft. Your whole body sinking deeper and deeper into the mat beneath you. Take the concentration to your breath, the rise and fall of your belly with each breath that you take. Keep your concentration there. Any things that come into your mind, just acknowledge them, let them go. Lay here now for a few moments. Now start to gently bring some movement back to your body. Visualising the room that you're in. Listening to any sounds that you can hear nearby, further away. Taking deeper movements, waking your body up. And then when you are ready, bring your feet so that they are flat on the mat. You're going to push down into your feet and you're going to shift your hips over to the right hand side, and then you're going to roll yourself over onto the left. Making a pillow with your arm for your head. Your lungs are nice and free, so go breathing into those lungs. Big deep breath in through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. So big breath in, filling those lungs. And then out through the mouth. In through the nose. Fill those lungs, breathe it out through the mouth, all the stale there, let it go. With your eyes closed, gently push yourself up to a comfortable seated position. That might be cross-legged, that might be legs out in front of you. Roll your shoulders back and down, sweeping the arms up above your head, shaking the fingers as you do and then releasing them back down, taking the arms back up the head, releasing those fingers, shaking them out, taking your palms together. Take the palms over your forehead, down past your nose and your mouth to your heart centre. Give yourself a bow and give yourselves a clap. Well done, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I don't know if you're your first practice, but it's mine since New Year.